Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys are doing well, and that you're having a good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you're at. We have some weird graphical tearing today that I have never seen before. Let's take a look at some options here. Man, full screen is fine. It's almost like VSync or something got turned off. Like some settings must have got changed. I wonder if there was an update that I didn't catch. Dustin, Weston, Indy. Hello. That seems to have fixed it. Yeah, there was some weird graphical tearing. I don't know if you guys were able to see it, but it looks resolved now. I knocked the shadows down a little bit just because usually shadows are pretty like graphics intensive. But I feel like some settings got like changed or reverted without my say-so. It didn't keep the change anyway. It almost felt like vertical sync was off. Did they change like a bunch of settings? Because we had a slider here before that was able to adjust the resolution performance, and a lot of this menu looks very different than it looked just yesterday. Yeah, vertical sync is off. They changed something in their options menu here, in their graphics menu. They added some stuff, and they removed some abilities. Like, I can't adjust my resolution percentage today, and if you take a look at like yesterday's VOD, I actually showed somebody how to do this to make the game look a little bit better. So yeah, I wonder what they're doing. It's pretty strange. That looks like crap. Alright, let's run with this for a while and just see if that works. We're doing a little side quest here, looking for the Woodsman's Axe.
I need more spirit.
Weston asks, how am I liking the Druid class? I like it a lot, but then again, I haven't had a lot of experience on any of the other classes. I played a little bit of Rogue in the open beta, and that's basically it. I think we played a little bit of Necromancer too. I didn't really like how the Necromancer felt. This feels pretty good. I've been digging the Storm Druid with a little bit of pet and a little... We had a wolf attack that we're not really using it, but... Whitney, hello. Thanks for coming back for the evening stream. I appreciate that. I hope your day is going well. Yeah, Dustin, I'm too early to really give like any kind of final opinion. I'm gonna need to finish the campaign, and once I finish the story campaign, then I'll have a good idea of like how I actually feel about the game. As far as like, is it worth $70, you know? There are a lot of things about it that are obviously amazing. I mean, the graphics are amazing, the art is amazing, combat feels really good, the animations are very good. And yeah, so... lots of good things about it. We were using a controller yesterday. I might go back to using the Xbox controller here. I kind of got used to the controller.
I'm not ready yet.
So we might go back to doing that.
I do not have enough spirit.
So someone in the YouTube comments kind of showed me a new way to use lightning, just to hold the lightning, and as it casts, it gets kind of like bigger and bigger and does more and more AoE around us. Whereas yesterday I was using it as like a one-off strike. I was tapping it, kind of like just tapping it. And I guess you can hold it and channel it, and then it does a lot more cool stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch over to the controller. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I've got one of the Xbox new Elite controllers. Let's see if I can get it powered on and connected here. There we go. That was pretty seamless. Is this all that we're doing here? Was this like a little infested cottage? Yeah, this was not a little dungeon. This was just like a little cottage. It feels so good on controller. Like, you give up some functionality in the menus. It's almost like I'd like to use the controller for action and then like navigate the menus with the mouse and keyboard. Because the controller feels so good in the combat. But yeah, you give up the ability just to be at your keyboard and to easily navigate other stuff. What's this guy decked out in? He looks pretty cool. Level 33. That's some pretty cool looking armor. He looked like a sorcerer. We're still looking for the woodsman's axe. I'm not doing a very good job of looking too carefully.
I'm low on spirit.
Alright, my main objective being back down in this area was to complete these. We have 3 dungeons here that we haven't explored. And everything I'm reading says that we should do all the dungeons, so we are going to do that. Let's just leave these guys alone. Oh, I see. I didn't remember, Dustin, that you dodge roll with the right analog. That actually would be a lot smoother. I have dodge mapped to one of the triggers that are underneath the Pro Controller. You have these triggers here, and I have it mapped to this little trigger right here, which is like super easy to hit. It's mapped to my B button. So I just tell this to be my B button, and then I have like a second B button down here. And that's really easy to hit. But yeah, doing the analog stick flick for dodge would actually be probably a lot easier. And right now, the right analog stick doesn't do anything else. So, yeah. The new Elite controllers for the Xbox, they are definitely worth it. They are expensive. And I just got the plain white one, which is like the cheapest one you can get, and it was still like super expensive for me. But I had analog drift in all 3 of my base controllers. I had a blue one, a black one, and a pink one. Just the $80 base controllers. And I had analog drift in all of them, which I found out when I was playing Vampire Survivors. And it was really bad analog drift, so I had to get something, and I was hoping like spending the extra money would save me from like just terrible analog drift. And I only had those controllers for not even a year. It was like 6 months. Granted, my wife plays a lot of Xbox, but I don't think that should account for like controller drift that was so bad. Oh, I can simply, I don't have to tap my attack, so I've been tapping A, you know, like a good gamer. But you can just hold A and your dude will just swing forever. You can even just start moving him while still holding A, And I'm just holding A right now. I'm gonna keep swinging apparently until I hit something. That's so much easier than having to deal with the mouse and keyboard. That's crazy. You're so lucky. Oh man. Amy admitted to me that she was kind of rough on the controllers, and if you sit next to her while she's playing, it's usually pretty loud. She busted one of the triggers, kind of like sticks a little bit playing Hogwarts Legacy. So she's just a little rough on the controllers, I think. Operation High Jump. Welcome, man. Thanks for being here. That ability is so freaking cool, man. The verdict on D4 on a scale of 1 to 10 operation, I can't say yet. I haven't put enough time into it. The graphics are really good. The animations are top-notch. Combat is kind of cathartic, and you just kind of get into it, but it's fun. You don't often have to pay like a lot of attention to the combat or like the specifics of it, but yeah, I'm really liking it. The story, like the A-plot, seems really good. The side quests I haven't really been very interested in, but the A-plot seems really interesting. But as far as like, is it worth your $80? I don't know, because I'd have to know like your attachment to the Diablo franchise and your economic situation, which, you know, that'd be a lot to get into. It was worth it for me, I think. You know, even if I only beat the base campaign to see the story, I think it's going to be worth it for me. I'm just not in a big rush because I'm not really planning to engage in the end game of this unless I end up really, really loving just the gameplay. I need to get some moodier lighting in here for when we play Diablo 4. I think that would actually help out a lot with immersion.
I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready yet.
Equip a rare or higher quality item in every slot. Okay. That's pretty early to have achieved that, so that's cool. We have another socket here. 12% overpower damage, 2% max life. That sounds okay. Let's just do that for now. So these guys have the little gold heart icon underneath them, which I've taken to mean that they're just going to have a lot of health. They don't seem to hit very hard, so I don't think that's elite, but if they have that little heart icon, it's like they're going to have a lot of HP. We have an ability point. Let's go ahead and put another point into Earthen Bulwark. I did pick this up off stream really quick when I first logged in. Whitney, you missed an RP event? Like roleplay, like LARPing, or like D&D?
I'm out of spirit.
My only problem with combat sometimes is that you can just stand here and kind of do this, and you don't have to really dodge, you don't have to really use any other abilities, you can just kind of go in and auto-attack. That's probably not going to always be true, you know, especially for like harder content, but for leveling up it's like really easy. A lot of the enemies don't represent like a lot of challenge of like any sort. It kind of makes me wish we had done a hardcore character because I don't think I've died yet. And if we were purposely playing hardcore, I would probably be playing a little bit safer, but we have not been playing safe, and I've somehow managed not to get killed. So, yeah. But at the same time, that's kind of what makes the combat just relaxing, like you just kind of get into it.
I need more spirit.
And I guess if you want to pay more attention to the combat, you would just play on hardcore, and then you know, by habit you'd have to. Oh, okay, yeah, a WoW RP event. That makes more sense. I think we've talked about this before, too. Well, that is kind of a bummer. I'm sorry about that. Someone should have, like, got a hold of you and been like, hey, where are you at? It seems like that's kind of a big deal. Ulf, is the game worth it? And then the color palette seems like it's black, white, and gray. Yeah, right now the color palette is dark. All of Diablo is like very dark. You're probably not going to see like lots of green pastures or like Mulgore-esque environments or like lush forest and stuff like that. If you want an ARPG with more of that kind of like fantasy aesthetic where you're going to have like really beautiful zones that are brightly lit, look at Last Epoch. Last Epoch is in its 0.9 patch right now. It's going to come out to 1.0 at some point. But Last Epoch is an ARPG that was really good, that isn't totally out yet, but that has those lighter colors and like more like natural fantasy tones, instead of just like dark gray, white, and black like you said. The game is really fun though. That being said, this game is a lot of fun, gameplay wise. The graphics are really beautiful actually, but yeah, the tone is really dark, and so is everything else about it. Yeah, Ulf, except for some similarities in some of the classes and their themes, it's really nothing like WoW. It's just like all of it is very dark, as opposed to like just some of it.
I do not have enough spirit.
Like if I'm ever in a zone in this game that looks like it could be happy, I'd be very surprised. And actually it would probably feel wrong, so. Like, as you can see, it's not even a game that wants to let me, like, have a sip of coffee, you know what I mean? I didn't even move, but it's like, you know, it's just about the combat. They want you to keep going and fighting, you know? It's definitely not like a chill, like, oh, let's log in and just kind of relax and hang out type of deal. It's like, let's get in, let's delve some dungeons, let's smash our buttons and kill some demons for a couple hours type of thing. Event completed. I didn't even know I was doing an event, but maybe that buys me a minute to like sip my coffee and sit here. Whitney, that sounds really fun. It sounds really fun to just be like even like a viewer of that. Like I would almost like just check that out just to be like there and see everybody gather like that. Because that just seems really, and I love that it's Silvermoon, because Silvermoon's like the prettiest city in the game that like never got any recognition or any use. So that's really cool. Are there any professions or anything like that? I don't know. If we are collecting things, we are collecting herbs, we are collecting iron nodes, but I haven't really got into anything like crafting stuff myself. I'm thinking that yes, there must be, but maybe someone knows for sure. Dan Cosman, yeah, the rig I had before I built this one through iBuyPower, that rig would not have played this game at all. And I would have been incredibly sad. Yeah, and you know, computers are expensive, but now's a pretty good time. Graphics cards are just going to keep coming down and down, so really like the longer you wait, and this is what I kind of fell into, is like the longer you wait right now, the cheaper the technology is going to get. Adrian, good evening, man. Yeah, this game is really dark. It's really... Diablo's always been just like a super dark game. It's like the world is about the eternal conflict between heaven and hell. And how it like shattered... Reality was shattered. Like we live in Sanctuary, which is like always caught in the battle between heaven and hell. Yeah, it's just a really dark world with like a lot of like really awesome dark lore. And they do a really good job of like maintaining the super dark aesthetic throughout. I think that was supposed to be a trap, but the trap was so slow, like there was no way it was ever going to get us.
I'm low on spirit. I'm not ready yet.
Have I tried hardcore mode yet? No, I haven't. This is our first character, and if I had known it was going to be like this easy to not die, I probably would have tried hardcore right away. And then I probably would have paid like a little bit more attention to combat. I'd probably be dodging a little bit more. I'd probably be a little bit smarter about my ability choices and my ability use. So ultimately, like, had I really understood like how easy the basic combat was going to be to level up in the game, I probably would have went hardcore right away. I thought it would be a little bit harder than it is, because I'm not like a big Diablo player like traditionally or historically. Did they nerf mages? I'm not sure. I haven't really been following the changes they've been making yet. I've just been kind of doing my thing on the Druid here, hoping that it just turns out to be okay. I don't have a big interest in endgame anyway, so if they were to nerf something or change something, it really wouldn't affect me too much or what I do. Before I picked what class we were going to be on, somebody told me that Druid was the worst class, and so, you know, here we are. And if it was the worst class, you know, it probably isn't now, and like, they're going to change stuff so often. There's always going to be a, quote, worst class and a, quote, best class.
I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready yet.
Whitney, you asked if full release tomorrow is going to be any different than what we're playing right now. No, it's just, what happens is like you either paid like $80 to play the game on the 6th, or the 5th in this case, here in the States, or you paid them $20 more than that to play the game when I started playing it, which was on the 2nd. So it's just a money thing. Even if you pre-ordered the game, if you only paid for the base game, you didn't get to play it till tomorrow. You had to pay them $20 more to get the version of the game that let you play it when I started playing it. And that's it. It's just access and how much you paid to get you access on a certain date. They wanted to milk everybody. A lot of the stuff in this game is like, and this is feedback I've seen about it from people who've played more, is like, it's a great game, but they do find every single way to try to get more and more money out of players. So if you're not really into that kind of thing, and it like super bothers you in games, like cosmetic shops and stuff like that, battle passes, this game is going to be rife with all the cosmetic shop FOMO goodness and all the battle pass FOMO. So yeah, and I don't really like that stuff either, which is why I'm probably not going to play endgame. But yeah, the difference is access and money. I mean, there will probably be like class updates and changes to stuff just as we go, as they like change and balance stuff.
I'm low on spirit. I'm not ready yet. I do not have enough spirit. I need more time.
I think we bugged her out. I'm pretty sure she's bugged out, right? Like, bugged out, you know, that's kind of ironic in this case. Yeah, the music change, Dan, for the boss was super cool, man. The music in this game is top-tier music. Mahai, hello, man. How you doing? We bugged this boss out, so now I can just stand here and kill it. But this fight was super cool, so if you liked that fight before we bugged out the boss, then the game might be worth it to you. Because, yeah, that fight was a pretty cool boss fight. It wasn't, like, super hard, but it was engaging enough to be, like, a good fight. Until we bugged her out on this pillar. Well, that was a little bit weird. Somebody better report it to Blizz. Fire resist, damage over time. Sure, why not? Fully equipped. Equip a magic or higher quality item at every slot. I thought we got a different achievement earlier. We're unlocking stuff. Reward a blue adventure player titles. Okay. Cool, I guess. So, I'm assuming that means that we're done here, so we can open the wheel up. Which I totally know how to do with the controller. There we go. Whoops. Is that it? Oh, that's the teleport back. That's not really what we wanted. A bug boss that got bugged out. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are the odds of that happening? Apparently really good. I want to go back because, like, I didn't really want to teleport here. I want to, like, just leave the dungeon and kind of come out where we were. And with the controller, that's, like, kind of challenging. So maybe I just use the, it wasn't tab. There we go. Did I play Alien Isolation? No, but I watched both Christopher Odd and Co-Carnage play the game because the game was really, really awesome, and I love Alien and Aliens. And I just love that vibe of, like, space station horror, like being out in space and, like, being in, like, a horror situation, but not being, like, fully armed out with, like, space-age weapons. If that makes sense. Yeah, Alien Isolation was really good. And it just like felt like Alien, you know, it felt like a sequel to Alien. And obviously it being Ripley's daughter was like, it was continuity too.
I'm not ready yet.
I wonder about this axe we're supposed to find for this side quest, like how subtle is it gonna be, or is it gonna be like a big glowy axe? So I feel like we've like been through here a bit and we just haven't found it. We keep finding all these things, but none of them are a woodsman's axe. We could just go to the store and buy the guy an axe, you know, and just be done with the quest. That would be like actually ideal at this point. That's why the side quests, I haven't been really thrilled with any of the side quests. Like, this is a good example of like a really lame side quest. Find the woodsman's axe in Diablo 4. No thanks. If that's as good as you can do with side quests, just stick to events and dungeons. Don't give me any side quests. We were supposed to do them because the the advice is do all the side quests, do all the dungeons, but they're not very interesting side quests. Some of the dialogue you get can be interesting, but the objectives are all like super lame. Thomas, no, the game is out, man. No, the point of head start is that it's not going to reset progress, man. Yeah, what happened is like you either paid $80 or $70 to play the game on the 6th, or you paid them $20 more to play the game when we started, which was on the 2nd. So it's just like they wanted more money out of you to start earlier, and head start is head start. So yeah, no, there's no wipe. These characters are our characters because we paid the like additional money Blizzard wanted to milk out of us to play the game early. I thought it was kind of disgusting how they had the timer countdown for like the people who bought the game on the 2nd, and then that was like the release countdown, and then they put the other release countdown up on the browser for the 6th. That was kind of really just disgusting. Like you're trying to capitalize on hype twice. You can't have 2 global launches. You have like the global launch for people that can give you $20 more, and the global launch for people that actually need their money for important things. It's a disgusting business practice to try to capitalize that much off of FOMO, but you know, here we are. It's the world we live in. It's the companies that we have to deal with. We got ourselves here in a way, so can't just blame everybody else. We are part of the world too.
I must wait a moment.
Speaking of money, you need to pay your rent. Yes, pay your rent before giving Blizzard any more money, especially. That's what I would say. It is the 4th now of June. Mr. Landlord wants his money on the 1st. Mr. Landlord, landlords, land ownership, the worst thing we could have done to humanity. The concept of someone owning a land and then by no other virtue or any working of the land they get to make money off that land by then leasing it short term to somebody else for a premium, because you know you pay a lot more for rent than you would ever pay for a mortgage, and then people who just don't have credit score get screwed. Then you're paying like so much in rent you can never pay down your debts or get your credit score up, so then you're stuck paying rent forever. For the same square footage your mortgage could be half your rent, but you know, capitalism. Advanced capitalism. Yeah, play D4 before you get a... You got like, what, 60 days, 45 days, depending on the state you're in? You got that time. Play Diablo and then figure it out later. No, that's terrible advice. Bobby, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I hope you're well. Level 19, man, we are blowing through the levels so quickly. So fast. Okay, so we're not finding the Woodsman's Axe. Like, we've grinded quite a bit on, like, enemies and stuff, but maybe I'm just missing it. I'm in the catharsis of combat, and I'm not seeing the Woodsman's Axe, so I'm gonna head over to this other dungeon, I think. And, actually, it's gonna be faster just to teleport over here first, isn't it? We can, maybe vendor some stuff. Yeah, Whitney, don't listen to Dan's advice. It's late there. He's probably sleepy, so.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Can you buy stuff from me? Oh yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, you're not a vendor.
Not while I'm in town.
So does that mean there's not a vendor here? Well, that's super inconvenient. What's going on over here? Oh, you're the healer. That's what the heart is. You're just a healer. That makes perfect sense. You can move into the cabin, but are you going to have gig speed internet there? Maybe you will. You're like, yeah, of course. Gig speed internet? Because I need a cabin with like gig speed internet. You know, I'd like to have a place like super far away, out in the middle of nowhere, but I need to have fiber. So I have to find that place eventually. The place where I can have like a lot of distance from other people and have a little bit of land, but like have really, really fast internet. No internet, but better than being homeless. You are absolutely right. You'd be surprised how fast you don't care about internet when like you just don't have a place to live and you need anywhere. You just don't care. You're like, okay, maybe I have my phone, I can watch YouTube on that. And then you can just be perfectly happy, you know?
We got separated. My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
"3 a.m. Yeah, that's like super late, man. But you're off work, right? So that's fine. Like you're off for a couple days, right?
Is there no end?
Are we trying to keep this lady alive? Because, oh gosh, where is she? I don't even see her.
I must wait a moment.
We got her killed. We keep getting them killed. I like that they give us the chest though. You know, like we get her killed, we totally fail, but they're like, there is no failure. Here's a chest. Ulf, I'm glad you can hang out while at work, man. That's awesome. Definitely, Dan. That's like still super late no matter what. You should get some sleep, man. Get some sleep and we'll see you tomorrow for some WoW. I really can't bring myself to play Diablo 4 during the day. It's weird. It's like a nighttime game for me. It could just be the dark aesthetic. A pit lord? Oh, it's a pit lord. We killed him in like 2 swings. That's not very impressive. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being able to be here so frequently.
I must wait a moment.
I'm glad you're digging the webcam. I was worried that it would be like really distracting from the content and that I would hate it myself because of how distracting it was, but I really enjoy it. People seem to like it. It does make it more personable. And I've gotten over, like, at first it was weird for me to, like, be on display and not be able to see anybody else because I was so used to just conference calls and stuff like that, where when you're on with people you can see everybody. But I'm kind of over that now. It turns out I can get over things pretty quickly. Oh, here we go. Uber HP again. I could see that it would be a little bit weird to have like a complete stream that was a live stream where there was never, where you can never see the person.
My bags are full.
Whitney, right now I think Goomba is laying with my son. He's been like really sleepy all day after like not getting a lot of sleep while tent camping, and pretty sure he's camped out with him on the couch right now. I haven't heard him or seen him downstairs near the office. He acted like he really missed me, like, for a little bit. And then he went back to his boy. Which is okay.
My bags are full.
Our bags are full. We need to teleport. And then we probably might not end up at a place where there's even a vendor, so maybe we need to teleport and then teleport somewhere else, because there wasn't a vendor here. Let's see. Oh, we ended up somewhere else. Okay, there will be a vendor here. That's perfect. Okay, what you guys got?
Can I help you?
You have a Slaughter Guardian. That looks like it sucks. It's not a two-hander, that's why. What can we do? Let's sell everything. I wonder if they're ever gonna have equipment that I'm ever gonna want to buy. That's what's always confused me about vendors in Diablo, is that they never seem to have stuff that I would really want.
Anything else?
Alright, I think like no matter what game I play, my bags are always gonna be full. Always.
Well struck.
Unless I'm in like an infinite inventory type of situation. I feel like in my life I got used to like JRPGs and games like that where like you just have an inventory that can hold whatever you pick up. And like if you want to sell stuff, fine, but you don't have to. What's this? So plus 7 more. Okay, maybe we can wear that. So let's equip these, let's equip this. Let's equip. Can I take that socket out? Probably not.
Fair trade.
I feel like he says fair trade when I sold him something that I shouldn't, because it's like, it's so random that it can't be random when he says that. He's like, fair trade, dummy, and like, he duped me somehow. So let's see, we don't have any available sockets actually. Then it's the worst when I get into a raid and I realize like 2 things. A, I didn't empty my inventory. B, I have no symbols of kings. It's like, okay, how much more can I mess up and be like a complete noob? I want to upgrade my equipment. What is this about?
Let's have a look at you.
Let's do that.
Buckles need reinforcing. This leather's cracked. What have you been getting yourself into, huh?
Demon blood mainly.
Look, you live or die by the quality of your equipment. If you've the coin and materials, I can improve it for you.
So this might be the crafting. Someone asked, is there crafting?
Father bless.
This might be
What
as
do you
crafty as it gets. Salvage. Ooh, whoa. Repair, upgrade. Okay, so if I were to upgrade an item... it would add 9 damage, 1.9% overall damage, 1.2% to my core skill damage. I could pay 1,000 gold and 14 out of 14 out of 27 iron chunks to upgrade my weapon once. Ooh. I don't know if it's worth. Let's just do it once. There we go. We've interacted with the crafting system. We are now officially a crafter. So I wonder, that took iron. What I wonder about... I wonder if like other equipment takes different materials. Or if it's all, if all armor is just going to be iron. Which wouldn't really make sense, but it could be that way. Let's check out like a chess piece. Yeah, what does this want? This wants rawhide. Okay, so the material might be specific to the type of armor. You probably don't want to spend a lot of resources leveling up anything until you've got like whatever awesome gear that you're going for, like whatever your bis is. But I have a lot of gold.
Not bad.
And I wonder if it just means that we'll be able to wear the equipment a little bit longer. Like eventually we're probably still going to upgrade out of it. So it's like you probably don't want to level up low level armor too much. But I wonder like at what armor thresholds it's worth it to dump a bunch of mats and money into like just leveling up an item. Or if you literally just wait for bis to do it. Okay, so we have a portal. We want to go back through the portal. We were in the middle of stuff. The Chosen One, hey man. Yeah, we've been playing since the Head Start launch on the 2nd, and it's pretty good. I don't really have like a final verdict or anything on it, but it's pretty fun. Yeah, it would be unfortunate if like you really only do the upgrading at endgame, but it feels like maybe it could be that way. I certainly don't feel like I need to be upgrading my stuff to get more powerful because we're not really under a lot of duress. We in fact haven't died yet. I have abilities to learn, I should probably do that. Alright, we have 1 point to spend. Let's see. We're maxed out with Lightning Storm, but what can we do here? The size of your Lightning Storm is preserved for 4 seconds after channeling. Okay. Or we go here with the basic Storm Strike that we're using. Has a 15% chance to immobilize all enemies. I don't really care about that, but yeah, maybe. Makes you unstoppable while active. That could be super cool. We don't have a key yet, so we're not going to be able to go much further this way. We can clear to the door at least. The great thing is stuff inside the dungeons they don't seem to respawn any enemies. We need to take the other fork back here, actually. Yeah, the Chosen One, we just did a little bit of upgrading, but I have no idea, except for like what we saw, how it works. You know, it takes mats and gold to upgrade your items. And I just don't know like what's worth upgrading and what's not worth upgrading. Because we seem to pick up upgrades pretty frequently for our gear, so... I kind of imagine that like maybe just hold on to some of your mats and maybe look up a guide on the crafting before you start like spending your mats and your gold on upgrading stuff. Because I get the feeling that upgrading a lot of low-level gear, like while you're leveling up, probably isn't going to be worth it in a game like this. But, you know, it's just a feeling that I have. So it could prove to be totally wrong, but I would say before spending gold or materials that you're collecting, look up a guide probably. Dan, there was a dismantle option in that one vendor, so yeah, I think you can dismantle and get the materials, or get some kind of materials from it. Probably not the equivalent of like what you've put in, but... Capstone dungeons that you have to do to progress further, yeah. Save mats before those and then upgrade your stuff. I'm not super familiar, and it's probably more endgame stuff I think though. I'm pretty sure you could play through the story campaign pretty easily. I don't think there's going to be like a lot of overt challenge that's forced upon you. I'm sure like the more challenging content is going to be in the endgame loop. And that's probably when you'd care about like upgrading gear and stuff.
I must wait a moment.
Sarah used to play Diablo 3, this looks very different. Yeah, it's like kind of the same aesthetic, but like the graphics are, you know, really improved. And I think that the camera might be a little bit different too. I feel like D4 is like zoomed in a little bit closer than D3 was. Maybe just a feeling that I have about it. But yeah, the game looks amazing. And it plays really amazing, and the animations are really great. I haven't played D3 in a long time, so like I don't have a clear memory exactly of how it looked. But yeah, I'm sure if you have played D3 recently, this probably looks pretty different. Christian, hey man, thanks for being here. It's going good tonight, yeah. We had a nice long WoW stream earlier in the day, and now we're here playing some D4. Hope you're doing well. Bloodthirsty Infernal Sister. Okay. I feel like I kill like most of the enemies before I really get a good look at them.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I'm pretty sure it said landslide has been granted to me by an item. And I'm pretty sure it was talking about an ability. Landslide. Okay, yeah, I see it's given us 1 point in it. I just don't know how I would get that from here onto my bar if I don't... oh, L stick in for skill assignment. Okay. So I have right trigger left. There we go. But it's grayed out. Maybe it takes spirit that we don't have. Dan, I think you could definitely group up with people. Like, it's online, it's almost like MMO-ish, so you should be able just to like add people to your party from your battle net. And what was recommended is like the player with the least amount of quest progress should be the one to start the group, is what I heard. But there's definitely a way to group up and just like do the campaign with a friend, yeah. It seems like it's a very very graphic intensive game, it seems. Maybe more so than like Diablo games had been in the past.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Alright, there is level 20. What do we... Well, let's go ahead and grab the last point in Earthen Bulwark. This boon makes it so that we don't run out of spirit, which for our build right now is really overpowered. When it comes to clearing a room like this, we can just cast this forever. That's actually super cool. I like that. We're gonna get some more work out of it. That's amazing. Alright, and now it's gone. Pronate, yeah, a face cam. You've been here for a long time, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Everything is going really well. I've been really enjoying streaming. I'm kind of sad that I put it off for so long, but sometimes things come together at the right time. So, I feel like that's what this is. It was just the right time. Scourge of the Land. Yeah, that sounds bad. Will we get another music change? We haven't yet. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, there we go. Boss music. Very cool.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
Okay, yeah, that was actually a really cool fight. Yeah, the music is amazing. Can we heal our pets? I don't really think so. We have, we could tap the button to make them lunge. I don't know what keeps them healed. I don't have a manual way of healing them. So I don't know if they just got regen going on or if they resummon if they go down. Haven't seen one of them go down yet. Oh, that is really cool. Plus 45 damage. We have a couple of sockets there. Yeah, definitely. Now something like that might be worth upgrading a little bit, because see how we upgraded that blue weapon a little bit, and now we've already tossed it on the ground. So I would say definitely only upgrade yellows or above. I don't know if there is anything above yellow, but I would say yellow, not blue, for like actually putting effort into upgrading stuff, if you want to do that while leveling. There we go. Anything else? Yes, some boots. And we are good to go. So that's it for this one, right? Yeah, that was the end boss. Alright, let's go. Oops, if I could remember the... Ooh, there's our chat. If I could remember the key to get into the wheel. There we go, there's the wheel. And we want to leave dungeon. Yeah, just doing the dungeons is really fun. The dungeons are so much more engaging than the side quests that happen in the overworld. Like find the woodsman's axe, which we may never do. We have one more of them down here to the south I want to get to. If we stand there, we'll just be stuck in an endless fight because of respawns and stuff, so... I actually just want to get moving down here. This should get us... You know what, we could just take a little shortcut. That's gonna be better. Blood Moon, welcome back. I'm having a great evening. I hope you're doing well this evening. Thank you for being here. And do you think the game feels soulless and generic? I mean, everybody's gonna have different feelings about the game, my man. I'm sorry if you're not having a great experience with it. I feel like it feels pretty Diablo-esque to me. I kind of like the aesthetic. I haven't played a lot of it, so, you know, we're only a handful of hours into the game. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. The animations for combat are really awesome. I'm digging the Storm Druid is really fun. But I can't speak to its soul and stuff yet, man. I haven't played enough of it, but if you're not having fun, don't play it. There's lots of great games to play, especially these days. I think like everything else, some people are going to stick to it and some people are going to bounce off of it. We've got one of the public events down here. We should definitely take a look at this.
Is someone there?
Alright, it looks like another protect the person, right? Yeah, we gotta protect this spirit.
Please,
Help find your baby? Oh my gosh. I mean, look what happened to you. What do you think happened to your baby? This is really sad. This better not be like a dead baby quest. Help me find my baby. How about we help you find anything else?
I'm not ready yet.
Are you still there? Friend, don't leave.
I need time to do that.
Where are you?
This lady is very needy. For being a spirit, she's incredibly needy. And, yeah. I don't appreciate it. She's being a little rude. We're like 12 feet away max at all times. She doesn't even seem to have a health bar, so I don't really know what she's worried about. I don't think they can hit her. I don't really know. Yeah, here we go. Did we do something successfully? I mean, that was really dark. But, okay. Yeah. That was a dark one. Alright, let's go see the dungeon. That'll cheer us up. Yeah, they're trying to manipulate you, Mr. Noisy Owl. Don't let them control your emotions. They tried to invoke the dead baby, which is like, that's going over the line for me. You don't use dead kids for your little side quest. It's just like, it's an emotional low blow, you know? Gateway to learning. Okay. What have we stepped into? This looks a little bit different than places we've been before. Still obviously gray, black, and white colors, but... Yeah, if you're gonna do that, Mr. Noisy, right, you have to do it in the main story. Please don't throw that crap at me just for a little public event. That's like... way too unnecessarily dark. She could have been looking for her lost family heirloom just as easily as for her dead child. And so, yeah, I don't appreciate that one. That one's gonna stick with me. Yeah, don't try to play with my emotions for a public event, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't even a side quest, it was I think it was a public event that we just wandered into. Which means we could wander into it over and over and over again, probably. We're not going to do it if we wander into it again. We're just going to have to walk away. Mahai, to save the baby, the mother will need your credit card number. And don't forget the date and the numbers on the back of your card. Hurry, she needs your help to save the baby right now. Yeah, like, right, exactly. That's good satire, man. I like it. Oh, God. Don't give them that kind of idea, man. Don't, even as satire, don't put that out there because that could be the future. That could be the future of in-game transactions. Just shamelessly, emotionally predatory. As if using FOMO, fear of missing out, wasn't already shamelessly, emotionally predatory. Yeah, that would be like the next step, you know? Yeah, and that means it's already out there in the collective consciousness, which means like in 10 years we'll see stuff like that. Like pay to complete the quest. Pay to see the next story chapter. Sorry, my puppy Goomba has wandered into my office now, and I'm trying to ascertain if he's looking to get into trouble or if he's looking to come sleep in my lap. It looks like column A. He's like looking under my desk, snooping around. A live kid, not included in the normal battle pass. Yeah, you need the premium battle pass to keep the kids alive. I will not be engaging with the battle pass, so there's that. I will not. If I can avoid it, I'm never going to look at any battle pass menu, whether it's a normal battle pass menu, a premium battle pass menu. Yeah, he's looking for trouble. He already ran out, which means he's probably getting into stuff in the rest of the basement. Because now he's just like free-ranging in the basement. And like, yeah, there's really not a lot he can get into, but he usually finds something. He's really good. He lives life on the micro scale because he's very small. So he finds like the super small stuff that even when you're trying to be super cleanly and like keep picking up after yourself, like he finds stuff anyway. It's absolutely crazy. Luckily he doesn't tend to eat stuff. He'll just carry it around in his mouth and drop it somewhere. But yeah, I still worry about him getting into trouble. Mr. Noisy, we are going to move on from it. We absolutely have to. What are we doing here? We're interacting. But I can't interact because I keep getting enemies coming in. Okay, interact. The object is missing. Oh, okay. A crucial object is missing, so... we need to put some stuff on here, right? Yeah, Goomba is a Terrier. Supposed to be a Jack Russell Terrier, but he's got pointy ears. And like, in my experience, JRs have like slightly folded ears, but he's a Terrier. With pointy ears. I guess I'm going deeper in for whatever we need to put on these pedestals. I came up with the name Goomba, yeah. It was either Trooper or Goomba. And like, the family liked Goomba more, so we went with Goomba. My wife named our blue healer D.O.G. 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 I told her you don't give things a joke name, and he's kind of a bad dog. Because he was given a joke name. I think Goomba is like an endearing name. Level 21. We are just burning through the... What's the max level in this game? Is it 50? Are we aiming for 50? Because either the leveling is going to slow down, or we're going to hit 50 really, really fast. Your dog's name is Yoshi? That's awesome. I think the next dog we get will be probably another Terrier. I want like a different color palette. I'd like to get one with more dark in him. Well, I'd like it to be a her, and I think we're going to name her Daisy. So yeah, we're going to collect a little Mario family of JRs eventually too. We need some more square footage before we take that next step. We got 100 pounds of blue healer that, you know, occupies space and all that stuff. Griffin, the max level is 100? Okay, okay. I don't know why I heard 50. Maybe does Paragon unlock at 50 or something unlocks at 50 maybe? Yeah, I don't know why I thought 50. Maybe something just opens up at 50 and that's what I heard. I like to not do like really any research about games when I play them. It makes me horribly inefficient as a player, but it's usually just kind of a better experience to like learn stuff myself or from you guys. Tedestrial says, oh wow, your channel icon is a pretty accurate representation of you. Yeah, it is. I kind of did that on purpose, you know. Because originally I never really planned to stream, so I thought I could at least give an honest representation of kind of what I look like in like a silhouette form would be kind of okay. And so yeah, I look a lot like that. People have told me they expected me to have hair. When I made the icon, I thought it was pretty clear that I didn't, because if I had some cool hair, I'd have like styled it onto there somehow. But yeah, pretty accurate. Glasses and beard, that's like my whole face. I have a face under the beard that like I wouldn't want to show people. But yeah, glasses and beard is okay. And Tedestrial, thank you for being here and for hanging out with the stream. I appreciate it. You know, these dungeons are really cool. They're super ambient. The music and ambient sounds are really good. None of them are ever going to stick in my head, ever. But I kind of think that's the point. That's kind of what makes them like random side dungeons. Because yeah, I'm never going to think, oh, remember that one dark gray and white and black place? Because they're all kind of like that. So like, yeah, they're never going to really stick in my head, but they're kind of just like enjoyable chunks of content despite that fact. It's toting a line though. Dan, you didn't go to sleep? You drink beers instead? Oh no, oh, it's one of those nights. Yeah, I've had those nights. But it's good because you're on a vacation, so... But get some sleep, man. Good night, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, my friend. Eight beers can be a good night if you go to bed now. We'll see you later. Coffin is sealed. Yeah, we haven't found these items or whatever we need, I don't think. We can click again just to make sure. Oh, wait. We found something. I picked something up here. Okay, that's one. Do we have two? Do we have two? We don't have two, so let's go this way. Mahai, this music and ambience reminds you of Skyrim? I think I had somebody say that to me or mention Skyrim the other night when we were playing Diablo, so you might not be the only person that feels that way. I didn't play a lot of Skyrim. I played it when it first came out a little bit, so I don't really remember, but I think somebody else said something related to Skyrim that could have been about the sound design. So you're probably onto something there. Auntie, he will be up in approximately 45 minutes to pee. That happens. Yeah. Especially if you're like staying hydrated while you're drinking and you're drinking plenty of water too, like between drinks, you will definitely have that happen. The mechanical box, so it's funny that I picked one of these up somewhere and I did not even notice what I was doing. That's how like cathartic the gameplay can get. You just kind of get wrapped into pressing the buttons and running around, and you're not always thinking about exactly what you're looting or exactly what you're doing. That could be like a streamer thing though. Maybe I would be like paying more attention if I were just playing it on my own, so it could be nothing to do with the game and everything to do with me. Alright, so I'm gonna pop this open and a necromancer is gonna come out, and I'm assuming boss fight. Yep.
Time to do that. I need more time. I need more time.
A WoW Lich? You know, I kind of had that same imagery in my head too, like a Lich from Warcraft. Yeah. That was a really cool fight, and the music was really awesome, and that's been a consistent theme. Pretty cool fights in these dungeons, and pretty cool boss music too. Let's see. Okay. When did I get Cyclone Armor? Is that like an item thing? Because I don't remember speccing into that. I feel like I have these abilities that items have unlocked that I just haven't really been paying attention to. Blood Howl. Healing you for 20... That's actually a really cool ability. And it's probably more useful than Landslide, which I don't really plan on using Landslide. We've got an extra rank in this 6 out of 5. Item contribution 1. Okay, I see it now. Item contribution 1, item contribution 1. Okay. I see what's going on. So items are also giving us access to abilities that we're not spending points in. That's pretty cool. It's like you lose that item and then like you don't have that ability anymore though. Is the only problem. You can't really rely on it, right? Let's see. Do we want to keep going into wolves? We could make our wolves a little bit more beefy. The alternative is that we push here. Let's try the immobilization thing and see if we sense any kind of benefit from it at all, because I'm not sure how much it's going to benefit us. But we can definitely find out. So that was the boss here, right? We're done with this one. Nope, not that way. There we go. Alright, what do we want to do next? Maha, you remember me speaking of how terrible some quests are written in WoW. Do I write my own novel or fantasy stories? You know, I was trying to be a writer for a long time in my life, and I ended up writing training materials instead for H&R Block and training their corporate classes. So instead of becoming a fantasy writer, I became a training developer and facilitator. And so like I don't have like any kind of book writing experience, but I do know how to write, and I've read a lot of really awesome books, and I've experienced a lot of really awesome stories. So yeah, that's kind of the lens through which I judge WoW's writing, is like I've read good writing, and I'm like, you know, trained in some degree as a writer. So yeah, that's kind of the lens through which I gauge the fact that a lot of their writing is bad. You have to understand, like, it's depending on what era of WoW you're talking about, they might not have even had real writers. If you're talking about like classic era quests, a lot of those quests were just written by game developers because they needed somebody to write a bunch of quests really quick.
You need help?
Please, I need your help. I can't see. My dearest wanders these woods alone.
Don, thanks for being here, man. Take care.
Are you still there?
Did we drop some frames there? That was weird. It coincided with my dog barking, which was even weirder.
Friend? Don't leave. Where are you? Friend? Don't leave. Where are you?
Here's the thing, Auntie. The classic quests are brilliant in the sum of their parts. So, like, if you take the sum of all the parts, the world that it paints and, like, the lore and the ambience is there. But if you look at individual quests individually on their own merit, that's what I mean about writing. About the writing being bad. Yeah. Sometimes you can tell a really good story and carve a good world with writing that is less than superb. And that's a lot of times what happens in video games. Blood Moon, have a good night, have a good dinner. Thank you for being here and for hanging out. I appreciate it. Alright, well, we've checked all those ones off. I guess we could pursue some main story stuff. We have lots of side quests just kind of scattered all about. But I think maybe we come over this way. We had that main quest going a long time ago, and I totally pivoted to do side content. So maybe we pick that back up. Christian, you ask if I've done the level 15 Druid quest. Probably not, because of the quest tracking. I probably have not even looked at it, saw it, thought about it. To be honest. I probably have to pull the mouse out to really figure out how to get into the overall quest log here. Here we go, queues. Druids, Spirits of the Lost Grove. That's level 23, so maybe I did do the first one. And this is the next one, because I don't think I'm doing that now.
Something for the cold and dark? Good. What else you want? Good deal. Father.
How's the how's the stream quality, guys? I'm getting some like weird messages in YouTube Studio that seem to be false, and I just want to like double check that things seem okay on your guys' end.
I'll take it.
Weston, you gave up on WoW lore. You tried listening to Bellular, but you have no clue what he's talking about most of the time. Yeah, it takes a while to like kind of adapt to listening to Bell, but Bell's a really smart guy. You know what? Try like Platinum WoW. People have recommended to me for WoW lore, or try Noble's channel. Noble's really good about like summarizing the WoW lore. No hiccups? Yeah, like OBS says no lost frames, but YouTube says a weird error. I'll tell you what YouTube says, because it doesn't make any sense. YouTube says error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth video? You mean bandwidth? My bandwidth is great. It says video. And I've never seen that before, but I'm really inexperienced, so just wanted to make sure that things are good on your end, and that like I thought I could just ignore it because nothing seemed wrong. Goomba is still exploring the basement. His older brother is upstairs making a racket. And he's gone, I think, now maybe to investigate that, actually. He slept for most of the day because they did tent camping last night, and they all came home really tired. So he's actually slept for most of the day, and now he's ready to be awake. Yeah, Puppy Parkour is absolutely right. He does do parkour off the backs of the couches. If you're sitting on the couch, he would parkour off of you, potentially. Absolutely, Puppy Parkour. Weston, it seems good on your end? That's awesome. Thank you for the confirmation, man. Yeah, now the error disappears, of course.
Good.
As I'm looking at it.
What else you want?
JK Barber, you were able to focus on some chores and got a bunch done. Hey, man, that's awesome. Now time to sit in front of the AC. Absolutely, I understand that. Yeah, see, we just unequipped an item that took landslide away. I'm glad that I didn't plan on using it. Whitney, you can lurk all you want. I absolutely do not mind. I'm just glad to have you here in any capacity.
Good deal. Father, boys. Stay on your guard.
Weapon crit strike and adds thorns to armor. That could be cool. I like thorns. Jake asked how I'm enjoying the Druid so far. I am really liking the Druid so far. It's been a lot of fun. We're doing like a Storm Druid build with a couple of other abilities. Whitney, you're doing some art. That's awesome. I used to try to cartoon back in the day. The more I practiced at it, I'd get better and better, but then I would stop practicing every day, and then I'd try to pick it up again and just be right back where I started. I realized that if it wasn't something I was going to do every single day, that I was probably never going to get decent at it. I was thinking about going up to the main quest, yeah. I wonder how long we're going to be in that dungeon, and if it's going to put us kind of where we started, or if we're going to have to do the whole scenario again. Because we'd kind of got, we're looking for the girl's mom, and the girl's mom had been following Lilith around, and we've been kind of learning that Lilith is probably not like the big bad. Kyle, you've been digging the playthrough? Well, thank you for coming out and hanging out tonight, man. I appreciate you being here for the stream. Ghoul Hearts, what are we getting Ghoul Hearts for? Is that like side quest stuff? It's gotta be a side quest we have. I don't think we're gonna eat the Ghoul Hearts, to be fair. Maybe we will, I don't know. Maybe somebody will. The overworld music gets going really good too. Like once it gets going, you got to give it time to like get amped up, but eventually the overworld music is really good as well.
Strangers in the camp.
We zoom in a little bit too much when we go into like these camp areas, and I can't pull the camera back out at all. It's a little bit annoying. We zoom in a lot. Alright, yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to traverse the whole thing again. I wonder where that NPC we were traveling with is like hanging out. I wonder if they're just waiting at that door to go into the next room, or what exactly happened with it. We are about to find out. Oh, she's with us now. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be doing the whole journey again here. Will we have respawns? It doesn't look like we're gonna have to deal with the respawns, and I kind of like that. For a story dungeon, I like that. We're not jumping that. We're going the long way. If you listen to like the ambient track when there's no other noise, there's some like vocalizations going on that kind of remind me of like the whispers from like old gods and stuff in WoW, except it sounds like it's a female voice, I think. Joe, dinner today was Little Caesar's Pizza delivered. Yeah. So these guys are alive. Maybe we didn't get this far. Or maybe these guys are just really special. They get to respawn and nobody else did. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm only like mostly confused. Maybe we come around this way. Maybe that's why maybe we never came this way originally because we don't have to come this way. Maybe that's why there were enemies up. You think I eat a lot of pizza? Yeah. We do make our own pizza sometimes out of like pita bread, mozzarella cheese, and yeah, we do make like custom pizzas, like homemade pizzas. Not all the time though, you know. The concept of like getting a pizza delivered is that nobody really wanted to cook, you know. That's it. If we wanted something like super tasty, probably, yeah, just making one would probably taste better. All my life I've sought the origin of humankind. It was always her. From the union of angels and demons came the first generation of humanity. They were powerful, movers of mountains, shakers of seas. Damn, okay. If you guys are interested in the Diablo lore and like you don't know any of the lore, on their YouTube channel for D4 they have a really awesome series of lore videos that they made right before the launch of D4. So if you're like, I don't know any of the lore, or you're just kind of like hazy on the origin and stuff, like definitely check out those videos. I've watched the first 2 out of 4. They're like 8 or 9 minutes long and they're really good. Yeah, man, it was pizza. It was Little Caesar's pizza. Delivery, not DiGiorno, you know. She was so proud in the telling of this part. Lilith and Inarius bore a son together, Rosma. He is wise beyond years, the first to untangle the power of necromancy. She says his lair lies deeper in. If this is the mother leaving her daughter the notes and stuff, I really wish it could have been voice acted, because we've heard her voice acting. This door is sealed. Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Maybe it'll unseal after this.
You are eager to know why you were spared.
Andrew, I'm not really sure what we're talking about, man.
Yes.
You'll have to be a little bit clearer and a little bit more specific.
Do you have faith in me?
I want to.
Good. For now, all you need now
Oh, we saw this part.
is that we are going to meet.
We saw that one. They were gonna go meet her son, yeah. Maybe we stopped right there and went to go do side stuff. Auntie wants to know, does pineapple belong on pizza? If you like pineapple on your pizza, then absolutely. If you're someone like me that doesn't really care for pineapple, then like what I do is like I eat the pineapples off the pizza because I like pineapple, I just don't really want it on the pizza. So like I like having them because then I can just pick them off and I can eat them before eating the pizza. So I'd say like, yeah, it belongs there if that's what you want, yeah. Me, I like pepperonis, mushrooms, black olives. Lots of black olives. That would be my ideal pizza if I had to like pick my favorite ingredients. JK Barber, I got used to liking warm pineapple from like Thanksgiving and Easter dinners. Whenever we'd make a ham, there'd be like pineapple, like kind of cooking with the ham, so it would be warm when it came out, and it was just always delicious to me. So I got used to eating some warm pineapple like really early on, so. Level 22. It's really good with ham. I don't really know why, but with ham, like, it's really good. We get the can of pineapples that are in rings, like rings of pineapple. Yeah, it's the best. I have not. No, the last like animated cartoon I watched was probably like, if we're talking about comedy cartoons, like I watched Family Guy religiously when that was cool, and I watched a little bit of South Park from like season 5 on. I don't really watch a lot of like comedy. I don't watch a lot of comedy. I think that's like almost the end of the sentence. I wouldn't even say I don't watch a lot of like animated comedies, because I just don't watch a lot of comedy. I probably don't have like a very good sense of humor. I feel like when I was younger I watched a lot of comedy stuff, but like nothing recently. Alright, this just loops back around, so we don't have to keep going that way. We can go back over here. Hi, thank you for being here, man. We'll see you next time. Take care. No, Jeremy, I haven't yet. I'd have to look into that.
Blocked again. Does Lilith know we're coming?
Adrian, we'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. Have a good sleep. Take care.
You've mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain. You miss your daughter.
My Magpie. She's scared right now. She must be.
Go. Or stay. It is time to choose.
I trained her well. She's a good kid. Strong. She'll be all right,
You've chosen well, my child. To reach Rathma, we will need to cross a lake at the bottom of these ruins. It requires a ritual. I will teach you.
As you wish, Mother.
Good. You're ready for lesson 1. blood is the key.
What did you see this time? I don't need sparing.
I don't know how we tell
me.
her that her mother's basically abandoned her.
Plans to teach your mother a ritual. One that needs blood. Your mother seemed receptive.
We have to reach them.
Joe, we're talking about WoW right now. I don't have heirloom gear, but yeah, the only way I'd probably do heirloom gear is like if we get it, firstly we have to farm up the badges. It won't happen until we have the LFD tool. When we have LFD, then I would be down for doing lots of 5-mans, getting lots of badges, and getting our heirloom gear for like any future characters. But right now I have zero interest or plans to level new characters or low-level characters in Wrath of the Lich King. So right now it's not really something I plan to do. Hope that answers it for you. It might be, man, but yeah, right now it just wouldn't be interesting for me to play it, so it's kind of an easy choice, you know what I mean? I probably will not be playing D4 on the channel. No, I think the opportunity to do that would have been like before D4 came out. I would have played D3 then if I was going to play it. I know if you want to catch a good playthrough of D3, Co-Carnage, man, he did a playthrough of D2 and D3 leading up to D4, and yeah, he got super into it. So if you want to check out a playthrough of D3, head over to Co's channel and check out his playlist. He's got he did D1, D2, and D3 like back to back. And I watched some of D1, which I like have no memory of. And yeah, so yeah, that's the way to do that, man. Definitely, definitely check out Co's playthroughs. Anti, for some people it could be, who like maybe played it upon release. And you gotta remember, it's been a long time from when D3 launched to when we're getting D4. So yeah, it could be nostalgia for some people who like played it when it first came out and really loved it, sure. Why not? It's not really nostalgic for me. I don't really have like a lot of like deep memories about it, but I didn't play the game beyond going through the campaign once or twice, so. It makes sense that I wouldn't have a lot of big memories about it. Maybe someday, Joe. Not anytime soon. Alright, this loops back around. We don't need to go that way. Let's head up here and go to the left and hope that maybe this is progression. I'd kind of like to see how the end of this plays out. I hope that she doesn't just murder the mom off after the mom does the ritual, because that's what she's done to people who've done rituals for her before. Like at the beginning cutscene.
It looks like the same kind of magic as before.
Okay. Demons approach, we need to get through.
I think I can dispel it.
Well, that's a cool ability for her to have. She can just dispel it. What is she exactly that she can dispel? She's some kind of sorcerer? Is that what she's got going on? We should probably do a better job of like actually being up here to protect her so she can do her thing, you know? Joe, there's a sorcerer class in D4, which is like as close as we're gonna get to a mage class, I think. Yeah. It's the sorcerer.
Yes, I did it!
Nice, that did not take very long. This is kind of like the main story quest that never ends.
Not enough blood. Never enough blood.
Oh, never enough
I
blood?
will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary,
Oh,
Mother.
this all sounds bad. I'm kind of worried about Mom here. Never enough blood, never enough blood. It's not good when someone chants that. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. It's her blood, isn't it? It's either her blood or it's like the guards that were down here, but I don't see their bodies. We're like, go ahead. Go approach your crazy mom. We have your back, though. But you go ahead.
Mother? Nerel? You're just in time. Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the Firstborn. A trove of magic and knowledge. I opened the way for Lilith. But I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop! Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little Magpie. She awakened me. She showed me things I can't even put into words. Once I've finished, you will understand.
I don't care what she showed you. Please, let's just get out of here.
Oh, I see. Yes, clever Magpie. Trying to lead me away so you can take all this for yourself.
We're like, we have your back, but we're gonna be totally powerless to stop a lady with a knife. Yeah, she cut her.
This
Great.
is my discovery, not yours.
We're gonna have to take Mom out. Here we go.
I will finish these runes with your blood.
Oh, that went quick. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay, she's immune. Okay. Sorry, Mommy.
Take what's mine!
need more time.
This became a bullet hell really, really quick.
I do not have any potions.
We are going to finish this boss and finish this scenario, then I think I'm going to be done for tonight, actually. I was not expecting this level of fight. This is going to be our first death. Let's see. Revive at checkpoint. Okay. Perfect. So what I'm kind of thinking is that maybe this is something we need a little bit more gear for. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if we can do this right now. That seemed really, really tough. Okay, yeah, so, about that, yeah. So a couple of you guys nailed it. That fight was quite unlike anything else we have done before, even like bosses and stuff, as far as its difficulty, and it turned into a bullet hell game. Kind of like Hades, really quick. Except unlike Hades, like we only have 2 dodges before we have a cooldown, so yeah, that took a minute for me to process and figure out exactly what the priorities were. And it took a little bit of focus too, so sorry about that.
You were
Also found
protecting
out while
me.
that boss was going on that my 8-year-old has a fever of
Don't
103.
want to hate you.
So yeah, kind of processing that too.
I'm trying.
Sorry about that, guys.
I really
Real
am.
life.
We're going to make Lilith pay for what she's done.
I can't believe Bad Mommy went out like that.
So we need blessed blood. Go
Unreal.
back to your brother. Get that blessing. Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes.
No matter
My mother
what,
started this
we killed her
damn
mom,
ritual.
you know.
I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the Mistral Woods.
Whew.
The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help
Unbelievable.
with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time. I'm sorry. Just leave me.
Yeah, for sure. We just killed your mom, so we are going to definitely just leave you. Okay, that one is done. So we can teleport out of here. Or we can just open up a town portal. That'll work too. Yeah, so guys, I think I'm going to end this one here tonight. And, yeah, well, maybe we'll pick up tomorrow evening. I feel like, obviously, like, Bad Mommy was going to get killed. I'm just kind of sad that it had to happen then and that we had to kill her. I was hoping Lilith would just do it for us. That way we didn't have to be the bad guy that killed the girl's mom. But, yeah, that's apparently exactly what we are. And so next time we have to check out the Light's Guidance here. That's our next story quest. But we'll probably go around and maybe tidy up some of our side quests. We have a few side quests in various places on the map. I think we'll do the ones that we've been to, so in the areas we have side quests that we've unveiled, we'll do it. But if we haven't unveiled it yet, maybe we'll wait to see if story drives us out there. But yeah, I am going to stop here for the night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you guys showing up and the support. It really does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.